How much of ourselves is reflected in the art we make? This was the question I wanted to explore deeper through my graduation artwork. The self was the concept that I wanted to work on, but the irony is that I began by looking to other theorists and artists to answer the question of what the self meant to me. As a child, I've had to move between two countries frequently. It was a privilege to be basking in two different cultures, but it also made me feel like there was no anchor to hold on to. I've always struggled with the question of identity, the question of who am I? I guess then none of the previous drafts actually spoke to me on a deeper level. It all felt very superficial. And so I took a step back and turned to this reflective artwork. It was quite amazing because I did it when I was feeling stuck, and this image just came out of nowhere. And that's where I realized that what I needed was something about centering myself and finding my own anchor. With this, I moved on to make a few more sketches, and it eventually led me to this image. And that was the start of my final artwork. This is the one from Daiso, and then this is the one from Golden Dragon Store. Right now I'm actually trying to sort out the materials that I bought today for my final artwork. And oh my gosh, I realized I purchased like so many different types of yarn and threads just to try it out and find out that I didn't really want them. Oops, this is my first prototype and it's super messy, as you can see. I just did a newspaper flower prototype. It's very chapalang, but it works because I was testing the size with this cylinder that I found today and I really love it. But yeah, I have a problem securing it now. I'll think about it another day. But right now, look at it, all the tape. So how it will look like is this. Then I'll plan for the yarn to drop from the middle, forming the stem. And for the petals, I want the stitches to really run down. And I really like this size, oh my god. Okay, bye.
Make a box. Something like this.
This is the first time I've conceptualized for an artwork like that, and the prototyping process felt very meaningful because each decision was really from the bottom of my heart. I'm back to do this. Hoping to finish at least one petal today, then maybe Christmas I'll come in and finish too. Hello.
Oh shit, I forgot your big toe. No, as big as this.
Just for memory's sake.
Oh.
You can't be the ugly one.
I can be the ugly one.
Maybe there's someone like the ugly one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
The self is ever changing, shaped and reshaped over time through encounters with. To narrow down, I wanted my artistic process though. I decided to look into my role. After the final presentation, I got the feedback about how putting the flower in a container made it seem like a cut flower instead of one that is still alive and growing, which contradicted with the idea of growing the self. So I was really challenged to think about other ways to present the base of my artwork, and I wanted to think about how to make it seem more natural. So I'm just trying to prototype and see this is the size that the pedestal will be, and they only have one size, so I think it's okay with the base. Yep. So now I'm gonna put clay over it and see how it goes.
Don't need this. This is very hard to work with. Okay, no lah, wall can help lah. But it's very difficult to bend this.
But this is what material are you thinking of?
This is almost like wire. This thick, no?
Oh. This is so cakap. Then Hai, what are you doing?
Being distracted. You shove some tissue paper inside. You stand at the height.
I'm just showing cream. Last one.
And then you have 2% in front and 2% at the back just to control traffic, and the rest is carry. I don't mind being a part of it. You know, if you pay whatever, I don't mind. Yeah, if I can finish that, I can also follow you all, and then we all move through the shop. Both sides okay. This one is the main road. Okay. Counted. Yeah, yeah.
Buy cloth.
waiting for her birthday to be the time.
Hello.
Reminds me very fondly of those sort of ramens, right? Where they have the sort of chopsticks, right? Hanging above the noodle. Then they act like they
I know.
drag the
Like
they kiap the noodle
the
up.
put outside the ramen
Yeah.
shop that kind, right?
Yeah, those sort of, yeah.
Last one.
Okay, I think this is it's a flower, obviously, and
Yeah.
it's a mirror at the bottom. So I'm assuming that you want us to look at the mirror to be able to look at what's below the flower,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, it looks like there are a lot of threads. So maybe it's to symbolize something. I don't know. You can tell us more.
Now that the exhibition has come to an end, I wanted to share my reflections about the entire experience, both as an art maker and also as an audience to my classmates' artworks. I wanted to share these close-ups because so often the essence of an artwork is hidden in the details that we overlook. Life moves quickly, and even in galleries, we sometimes pass by without pausing long enough to notice the details, the small decisions, the heartfelt messages that every artist leaves behind. But artworks are not just objects, they are extensions of the artist. Each brushstroke, each stitch, each mark carries fragments of a personal story. Watching the audience bring their own interpretations was also very refreshing. In these exchanges, the artwork takes on a new life, one that belongs to both the artist and the beholder. Saturday, 2 p.m. You want to go say I'm going? This wasn't just an exhibition, but it was also a goodbye for all of us.
I took about a month before I could bring myself to go through the materials, the prototypes that I used, and decide what I want to discard, what I wanted to keep. I chose to keep some parts of my artwork in my sketchbook as a way for me to look back on the life lessons and good times that I've shared with my classmates over the past 2 years. On the other hand, letting go of the materials felt like closing a chapter. They had carried the weight of the process, the hours of experimenting, the stories, and the vulnerabilities of sharing my work. By discarding them, I wasn't erasing the experience, but acknowledging that it had served its purpose. And I think what I will carry with me is already in my heart. This whole process reminded me that not everything needs to be held onto forever. Some things can live fully in the moment and then be let go of, leaving space for new stories and new beginnings. Goodbyes are never easy, but I'm glad that I could do it through art. Happy graduation, class of 2025.